Hi, welcome to So Good the Podcast. I'm KD. Let's get the show started. There's a lot going on in the world every hour, every day, every minute, every second. It's a tragedy happening in the world today. We got to take care of one another. So, getting straight to what needs to be told to y'all. Appreciate everyone for, still continuing to tap in and supporting this platform. Check out the merch. Should be a link in the bio. If not, then it definitely will be in the description in this broadcast here. But I would like to start off with the show here. Was a Philadelphia man who was exonerated and awarded $4.1 million after serving 24 years in prison, heading back to prison for allegedly killing a man who failed to pay out $1,200 for cocaine debt. Yeah, it's very unfortunate, allegedly, right? But for him to get awarded that type of money and allegedly kill a man for $1,200 is baffling, It's very unfortunate. I hope it's not the fact that he was institutionalized or placed in a predicament or, situation for them to get the money back, He has enough money to get the type of support that he needs. It's very unfortunate that he's going through this process. It's very unfortunate. Like a lot of things that's happening out here in the world today. My thoughts and prayers goes out to him and everyone else that was involved. You all definitely have noticed and or saw that was the CEO of the healthcare that was in New York. There's a lot that's coming out when it comes to that. Give me 1 second. So, it's like they say it's a leaked video, right? Shows a United Health CEO saying insurers will continue to practice to combat unnecessary care. The CEO of the United Health Group said in a leaked internal video that the insurance company will continue to work to prevent unnecessary and unsafe care that will strain the healthcare system. Our role is critical role, and we make sure that care is safe, appropriate, and delivered when people need it. United Health CEO Andrew Whitty said in the video addresses the company's employees following the murder of the United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson, which was leaked to journalist Ken Klippenstein. Whitty is the CEO of the United Health Group, the parent company of United Healthcare. Thomas was killed in what police says was a targeted attack in New York City last week, prompting a manhunt for the suspect. Statement: we guard against the pressures that exist for unsafe care, for unnecessary care to be delivered in a way which makes the whole system too complex and ultimately unsustainable, Whitty said. And he added that employees should tune out criticism of the insurance company, saying that it does not reflect reality. Whitty said the company is going to continue to make sure that we put patients, consumers, and members first, as we always have done. This mission, this company is truly to make sure that we help the system improve by helping the experience for individuals to get better and better. Another statement: there is nobody who did more to try to advance the mission that Brian Thompson. There are very few people in the history of the U.S. healthcare industry who had a bigger positive effect on American healthcare than Brian. Whitty said, we are going to make sure that we not only acknowledge and honor that legacy of Brian, but will continue it. United Health did not respond to Fox Business request for business. It's very unfortunate. Another CEO of a very prominent company in corporate America. They said they alleged caught the person that killed the CEO. He was caught saying at McDonald's with the same clothing and also the weapon that he utilized, and also had a pocket full of money or bag full of money. I don't know what happened with that. It wasn't within a week that they captured him. For the people, it's a good thing because the people can relieve of, there's a loose killer out there on the loose, and also for someone of this magnitude, as far as the CEO, to be murdered, you would be at McDonald's wearing the same clothing, and also the evidence that you had seeing the crime, got away on a bicycle, had money. It's a lot of things that's out there, that he was homeless for a few weeks or quite a while. Some saying that it wasn't even the individual. It's a lot that's being said out there, or what's being told to mainstream media. But at the end of the day, it's a lot that's taking place in the world. And no matter what industry you in, no matter how much money you have, or status, it's like everything that's being done in the dark has definitely come to the light. And this is where we are. And at the end of the day, you gotta not only protect yourself, you gotta protect your loved ones around you. Just doing right is what people should do, because you don't have to keep looking over your shoulder. But to each his own. We all are entitled to whatever energy and or way and approach this thing called life, and it's up to you to make that decision. And this is where we are. What also I would like to talk about, well, that's what I'm gonna say about this broadcast, that it's a glitch in the matrix. I'm not sure those who are watching, like I said, I appreciate the support. If we all just go back and just look into it and just study, just dive into the information that's being given on this platform a little bit more, then you'll be amazed what you find. I'm just here to inform you of what is, not what you need to want to hear. It's a lot of platforms, respectfully, just entertaining you. This is all form of entertainment, but at the end of the day, are you receiving something that you can apply not only to yourself and your loved ones in your life to make you a better individual? That's what it's about. And if not, it's going to showcase. It's a lot of things out here that's happening. A lot of alleged people saying that this individual did something to them or did something to someone. It could have been 30 years ago. It's just happening, it's all happening. And it's only getting started. Things get worse before they get better. And we at the end of the year, looking forward to next year, the beginning of next year, what will take place, and I hope that those who continue to check this platform out and have been with me on this journey, you're right here with me, we surely appreciate you over here on this side. Next on my radar, I've been talked about this, but I would like to bring it up because it's getting to the point of, like I said, it's a glitch in the matrix. It's been reported court ruling will ignite debate over credit card late fees. Yeah, we talked about this a long time ago, about late fees, and people feel as though they need to get rid of it in totality. We're kind of trying to work with the consumers and bringing that rate down as far as late payments. But late last week, a federal judge upheld an order blocking a cap on a credit card late fees as PYMNT as reported, but a debate over the fees, their usefulness, whether they should exist at all, is far from over. From the moment, though, the move by the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau to cap those fees at about $8 through a safe harbor provision, where there have most recently been an industry-wide level of about $32, have been stayed by injunction. In the ruling itself, U.S. District Judge Mark Pittman wrote that the Card Act especially allows card issuers to expose penalty fees. He added that the CFPB's final rule, however, lowered the fees to $8 for card issuers because it would cover pre-charge off collection costs for large card issuers on average, but fees to cover costs and fees to constitute penalties are not the same thing. Pittman's ruling went on to state that a penalty fee implies a purpose deterrence. The point is that Under the Card Act, card issuers have the opportunity to charge penalty fees reasonable and proportional to violations, and narrowing the safe harbor to cost-based fees eliminates that opportunity. The ultimate fate and/or reach of the CFPBs remains unclear as the new presidential administration takes shape, and at least some cardholders have raised rates in anticipation that if the cap were allowed to be put in place, card firms would see revenue streams tied to those late fees truncated. Moreover, consumers with overdue payments are often late on more than one. Date shows that they are late on 14 payments on average across all debt types. As to the contribution to the card issuers, the Federal Reserve noted fees, in particular late fees, are tied to about 15% of credit card profitability. The CFPB has eliminated that the late fees came to $14 billion in charge to cardholders in 2022. In March of 2024, a suit that had been filed by the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, which sought the injunction, the plaintiffs argued that the late fees encourage timely payments, which in turn help card issuers both to manage card risk and to lower costs, allowing them to offer more competitive terms and features to broader segments of the population. In addition, per the filings, the rule may force issuers to raise minimum payments, annual fees, or APRs, lower credit card limits, or offer fewer rewards. In detailing the value proposing of rewards, PYMNTS Intelligence reported earlier this year that 68% of consumers surveyed said that reward offering were very or extremely important factors that help drive their card choices. Capping the fees would have the additional impact urged the suit, where cardholders who sometimes pay late may be harmed because their credit will be limited by issuers and their credit scores declining. I know that was a lot, but it was what's being discussed and or reopening where we are. This is what I would like to ask people, to ask people. Had a conversation not too long ago. Well, people complain about whatever they complain about or having difficulties with, and I advise or consult them with, if you feeling some type of way about whatever agreement that you may have agreed to, did you read over it? Oh, what you mean? Well, did you actually read what you agreed to? And the response I get was, it was several different ones, but just for one, it was like, well, I'm not going to read a certain amount of pages. Why not? That's the question. Why not? It's something that you're signing and you are involved. Why weren't you or able to or felt like that you had not to read what you agreed to? So if you didn't read what you agreed to, how you know how to go about it? Simple. It's very simple. Like I said, most people are ecstatic and are excited about whatever they agree to or whatever new shiny toy, for the lack of a term, that they just received, and it's like all the illusion. It's a glitch in the matrix. Is it what you see? Is it really what you see? Is it really what you believe it is? Like I said, reading is fundamental. They say growing up, if you want to hide something from somebody, put it in the book. Put it in the book. So I would like for people to, when they come with these deals or agreements with whatever institution, corporate America, do your homework. Just read. Like, it's not going to really hurt you. It will actually help you. Not only that, it will inform you on what to do moving forward. On this platform, health is wealth. Health is wealth on this platform. But before I get to that point, I want to... This is video I would like to play. It's a lot of documentation, a lot of documentation that's coming out in the very, very, very near future about what was done to the people over this pandemic. And those who don't, do their research, they will realize that it's a lot that's coming to the surface that they should have been told from day one. But, I stated in a few episodes ago that it's about, supply and demand. It's about a business. You have companies in corporate America that don't care anything about you. But some will say, well, if they don't care about themselves, why should they care about you? So for those people, we are the people. We have to look out for each other. And platforms like this, and it's only not that many out here that actually really offering you information. Not only information, highlight and place the spotlight on things that you should know. Not what you want to hear. That's the easy thing to do, tell you what you want to hear. What about, transparency? That's what's missing. But it's a lot that's going on. So I'm going to play this video, and I'm going to get back to, the health as well.
At a cooking and packaging to an ABC News exclusive today, the U.S. Department of Labor is investigating HelloFresh. It is over allegations that the popular meal kit service employed migrant children at a cooking and packaging facility here in the Chicago area as recently as this summer. The facility in question is located in Aurora on Indian Trail. It's a Factor 75 facility, which was acquired by HelloFresh in 2020. An immigrant rights advocacy group that helped report the matter says this involves at least 6 teenagers, some of whom migrated from Guatemala. They were found working night shifts at the facility, and documents apparently show that the Labor Department is also investigating whether Midway Staffing, an agency that hires employees to work at the facility, also violated federal child labor rules. A spokesperson for HelloFresh telling ABC News in a statement today, quote, "We have zero tolerance for any form of child labor, and we have taken action to ensure no minors perform work in or have access to our facilities." HelloFresh says it has terminated its relationship with Midway Staffing. Midway Staffing did not respond to a request for comment.
It's our babies, they are the future. They actually have now, but they definitely have the future. And as guardians, legal guardians or parents, mother and or father of their child, we need to protect them at all costs. Definitely protect one another. Each one teach one, right? So this is where we are, and we got to get back to it. Slowly but surely, we are, but it's going to take time. But it's going to take myself and everyone else to continue to, carry that torch and to push one another, to continue to go towards that light. Because the people and the kids need us. That's what it's about. Next on my radar, before I get to the health as well, I want to get to this as well. A lawsuit alleges Wheel of Fortune slot game bonuses wheel is rigged. 4 slots machine players, including a Las Vegas woman, have filed a class action lawsuit against IGT and 5 casino companies alleging that the bonus wheels on the popular Wheel of Fortune game is rigged and the millions of players nationwide are being defrauded. The lawsuit says the bonus wheels are designed as deceptive because even though its segments are of equal size, they don't have an equal chance of landing on certain segments because of computer program control the outcome of the spin. A statement before the advent of electronic gaming devices, casinos offered mechanical spinning wheel games a chance to their patrons. The lawsuit says it's a glitch in the matrix. It's a glitch in the matrix, and there are people out there that capitalize off the glitch in the matrix. There are people that don't really know and don't care anything about that or aware of it. Awareness is key too. So you have those who can see and also hear and have to lead those who don't know. They call them chosen people, God's people or God chosen. Those are the leaders. They say leaders are not born, they are made, right? And people have to go with the unknown, because what was is not, or the normal or norm, it's not anymore. What was is not now, and what tends to happen in the very near future, it's going to be the new. And with everything that's taking place in the world, people that are celebrities or high status or whatever it may be, they have to get replaced, will get replaced, have been replaced. That's the only way that we can get back to us as the people, we the people, to getting back to our true destiny and a true purpose, doing God's work. So at the end of the day, this is where we are. 2024 is up. I'm definitely looking forward to 2025, the beginning of that, going forward. So health is wealth on this platform. So I want to talk about, what is it called? Hot coca. He's saying recall in 30 U.S. states due to presence of foreign matter. The FDA has a explanation for how it happened, and it's early in the time of year for warm. Some SIPs customers are being urged not to use the product. Conforting does anything says cozy, quite like steaming mug of hot chocolate. Making your own rich European-inspired blend with dark chocolate melted straight into the milk is a good way to know exactly what you're getting in those ingredients. It's like a statement. That's especially true as a recent recall and flagging a concern for powder mix after one company has halted distribution of their instant hot chocolate mix due to a potential hazardous manufacturing error. They said on October 2nd, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration announced a recall of 692 cases of Aroma Vita hot cocoa mix distributed by DYMA Brand Inc., an Atlanta-based company. Each case of hot cocoa contains 12 pouches weighed 2 pounds each. The items bear the following identifying details. They say the product UPC, code 71908500070, case UPC code 507190985000075, lot codes lot 263 ECA and lot 264 ECA. The recall was initiated when foreign materials was found within the hot cocoa blends. The FDA notice explains what seems to have happened after investigation. The firm discovered that stiffer use in the production of the dextrose for each product was damaged and introduced metal fragments in the products. DYMA Brands is a food service supply company that distributes its products to restaurants, cafes, cafeterias, and other industry establishments. The company described the products as perfect for food service, restaurant, convenience stores, and beverage vending operators, and it is a rich, creamy, and comforting hot cocoa blend that can be enjoyed with just the addition of hot water, they wrote in the product description. Excuse me. The affected products was distributed in 30 states: Arkansas, Arizona, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Florida, Georgia, Iowa, Illinois, Louisiana, Maryland, Michigan, Minnesota, Missouri, North Carolina, North Dakota, Nebraska, New Jersey, New Mexico, Nevada, Ohio, Oklahoma, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Washington, Wisconsin, and West Virginia. These products do not appear to have been marketed directly to consumers. In December 2nd, the update, the FDA announced that the incident has been identified as a Class 2 recall, the second highest risk level in their three-tier system. this suggestion consuming the product could cause temporary or magically reversible adverse health consequences, or where the probability of serious adverse health consequence is remote. If you believe you have purchased this affected hot cocoa, do not consume or serve it. Customers with questions about the recall can contact the company directly by phone. They saying if you are concerned you are experiencing adverse health effects as a result of consuming the product, contact your licensed medical provider and report the issue via MedWatch, the FDA Safety Information and Adverse Event Reporting Program. It's very unfortunate around this time. The weather's up and down, really, on the East Coast. But at the end of the day, hot chocolate or hot cocoa around this time, used to. This is on my radar now. And, it's good. Would you put the marshmallows in hot cocoa, you sit down in front of your fireplace or in front of the lights that you decorate the house with, or sit down and watch a nice movie. I'm informing you what you need to know, not what you want to hear. If you have that product, just be careful. Next on my radar. Now, this one right here it's going to... a lot of people are going to be disappointed, as well as me, as well, right? Brownies is on my radar. Yes, Brownies on my radar. They saying Brownies recall updates as FDA sets risk level. Brownies product produced by New York-based Sweet Sam's Baking Company have been voluntarily recalled as they may contain an undeclared allergen. Sweet Sam's individual wrap chocolate chunk brownies were first recalled on November 4th, and the U.S. Food and Drug Administration gave the recall Class 2 risk clarification on December 9th. Under the FDA's definition of Class 2 recall is a situation in which use of the exposure to they're saying something about the product may cause temporary or magically reversible adverse health consequences, or where the probability of serious adverse health consequences is remote. Same difference from what I just... the brownies were recalled due to the presence of soil, one of the 9 major allergens, which was not declared on the product label. In total, 10,164 individual units are impacted, of all which bear the UPC code 833-282-008941. The distribution pattern has not been clarified by the FDA. In its notice, Newsweek has contacted Sweet Sam's Baking Companies for comment via the form on its website for clarification and comment. Allergens in food and drink products are among the top reasons for food recalls across the U.S. Regulatory compliance firm Trace Ones found undeclared allergens were reasonable for almost 40% of recalls issued between 2020 and mid-2024. Food allergies occur when your body issues an incorrect immune response to certain foods and ingredients when eaten. The 9 major allergens, which are peanuts, wheat, milk, tree nuts, soy, eggs, shellfish, fish, are required by law to be clearly marked on food products for sale throughout the U.S. Food allergy reaction can lead to symptoms such as hives, rashes, swelling, vomiting, diarrhea, abdominal cramping, and coughing or wheezing. More serious signs of allergic reaction known can include swelling of the throat, difficulty breathing, and loss of consciousness. They're saying if you become ill due to an undeclared allergen in a food or drink product, there are several steps you should consider taking, according to Darren Delweller, professor of the Food Policy and Corporate Social Responsibility of Northeastern University. Statement: first and foremost, get medical help to address your symptoms and ensure your health and safety, he told Newsweek. Then he added, notify the FDA and local health departments about the illness and allergic reaction, which can help prevent others from getting sick. Detwiller also advised keeping hold of the packaging and remaining products, or any remaining products, as this can be important for any investigation and potential legal action. Yeah, like I said, in this day and age where we are around this time, holidays. Well, actually, brownies is all year round, but especially around now, brownies and ice cream. Oh gosh, that's very tough. Not all. It's never all of anything, but it'll seem as though like most products is on these shelves. But there are companies in corporate America that has good products that have good ingredients in there. Just gotta find it. Just gotta do your homework. If you really love that type of product, you just gotta find the one that's actually healthier for you. That's just where we are. Let me see if we got one. Now this one here is okay. Let me do this one over there. So you guys seen the video or have not? But it's a customer that purchased a Subaru. He drives his purchased vehicle straight through the dealer's glass storefront after they told him he can't return it. Granted, it's pretty much a statement here. But I want to get to the angry customer tantrum is old as commerce itself, as an unhappy patrolling style of hostility or vandalizing property as a proportional response to disappointing. However, Subaru buyer took a tantrum to the extreme. The buyer purchased a used second generation Subaru Outback from a Mazda dealership in Sandy, Utah. The dealership asserts that the sale was as is, meaning the buyer accepted the risk of purchase beyond any warranty. That details was clearly lost on the Utah car buyer as he went for a short drive and discovered mechanical issues with the used vehicle. Now angry with what he called a lemon, the buyer returned the Mazda Southtown, demanding a refund for the car hours after the purchase. Management refused, citing that as-is nature of the sale rather than allowing a cooler head to prevail. The buyer reportedly threatened the dealership management. He claimed he would drive through the dealership front door per Fox 13. Well, he kept his word. According to the police, he did exactly that, slammed the Outback through the glass storefront of the dealership. Fortunately, Manover didn't cause any injuries. However, the Outback caused around $10,000 in damages when he drove into the dealership. The man emerged from the crippled crossover shouting, "I told you, mother F." Police arrested the Subaru driver for felony charges while none of the sales staff were in the immediate path of the car. Salespeople were nearby. Check out the video. It's definitely out there. I'm not going to play it. It's very gruesome for that video. Very unfortunate. But the fact of you purchasing used, new, showroom floor vehicle, I don't care what is going on, you have a time frame that you can take the vehicle back. I think it's a month. And in that article they said that he returned it within hours, and they said no. So glitch in the matrix. He could have did a different approach. Most people react with emotions, and they depend on you to do that, because if you make that decision, most likely you won't get anything in return or refunded back to you, even though you feel as though something was wrong. You just took. It's not about what you know. It's about how you do it. I'm just paraphrasing it. It's just how you do things. It's how you do things. And yes, you should be mad if you purchase something and got mechanical issues and you just want your money back, and they put you through all the loops, and people react rather than sit back and think. And over top of it, who knows, it could have been people in his ear saying do this, do that, or they can't do this or do that, and you just took that type of anger or energy and you took the vehicle and you drove it through the storefront. I'm glad that no one was hurt, first and foremost. But take this as a learning for people. Most corporate businesses in corporate America don't care anything about you. They just want to make money. If you take the approach of you want what's owed to you, which you gave your hard-earned money. Most people nowadays have a lot of hard-earned money, and they just want a reliable vehicle to get back and forth to work, to take their kids to home, or good, to run their business, whatever it may be. Try a different approach. I said earlier in the broadcast that people complain about whatever they complain about, or feeling some type of way, but don't do their homework about what they feel as though that something's being done wrong to them. They just talk to one another. And sometimes you talkative, or talking to your friend or spouse, loved ones, co-workers, whoever it may be. Sometimes you can come to a conclusion or come up with a solution, or answers, right? But for the most part, you have to do your research. You got to do your homework. And if you have group of people that's just, talking about what they should do, or they couldn't do that, or they shouldn't have done that, without speaking to a consultant, someone that has the knowledge or information, someone that's pointing out what you should look for. But let me say this: if you pay someone, use this instance for the car. If you pay for a vehicle and you drive off and you say, well, I don't want it. Well, they got the money. Most people say, well, of course they won't get the money back. Who knows why they don't want to get the money back? Maybe they need the money to keep their lights on. Maybe they just don't want to give you money back. Or maybe you pay for the vehicle, and by them taking the car back and they don't want to get your money back, that sounds like theft to me. But they use that, the car sold as is. No, that's not how that works. No, that's not how that works. So, I would like for people, check into these laws, and about the things that you should do within what you're signing, what you're agreeing to. Just read. Now, some people say, I'm not going to read the fine print, small fine print of like 20, 30 pages. I'm saying, why not? Why not? If you do, you'll be amazed what you read. So, what's going on today? We'll have to look out for one another. I surely appreciate everyone for continuing to tap in and support this platform. Check out the merch. Also, clubs, commercial property, whatever it may be. You need help with your establishment. We can help you with that. Models, advertising, marketing, media. You like to be on this platform. You need be interviewed, or you have something that need to be promoted. We can surely help you with that. If you're a gamer, definitely have gaming tournaments going on the side. If it's 2K, Madden, Call of Duty, and you might like Fortnite. If you like Fortnite, something going on with Fortnite too. I believe those gamers are possibly be getting a check in the mail for something's going on with Fortnite. But those gamers pretty much know what's going on with that. But if you're a true gamer, like you really feel confident in yourself and you feel as though you're one of the best in the world, you got an opportunity to make a name for yourself and do what you love. There's nothing wrong with that. If that's something or sounds like you, go over, check out, So Get the KD. Should be a contact information there. Via text, just inform what you need done, and response will definitely get back to you. But I would like for everyone to take care of one another. Appreciate supporting this platform. The So Get the Podcast. I'm KD. See you later.